Hi. I forgot to unmute. I was moving some stuff. There are some files that I want to move. I'll be with you in a sec. Oh god, the music keeps on lagging. When are you making another Kirby boss battle video? If there's a new Kirby game and someone gives me a Switch 2 or some shit like that. I haven't even played Kirby in so damn long. Well, I mean, I did like emulate Return to Dreamland, but I also did like play on the Wii itself. Damn, motherfucker, forgot about Wildcats, dude. I literally just uploaded one yesterday. What the hell? Actually, there's a Yu-Gi-Oh video I also wanted to upload, but I wanted to give a little bit more gap between video uploading. Also, is my internet fucking up again? Is my connection fine? My connection seems to be kinda having problems here. The internet shit? Is it actually? The weird thing is it looks fine on Twitch. Like, it's only YouTube that seems to be having a problem. Okay, I don't know why the music is doing that though. The music doesn't have anything to do with the internet. The music just keeps on cutting off. On Twitch it freezes randomly. Is it just the music though? Because the music does like freeze randomly, but it's not the connection. Like the music does keep on freezing. The Yulala. But is the stream lagging? Like, you know, is there like the circle thing happening when the thing is loading? It's the moving shit. So it's not connection, it's just visually? Your voice is good. Oh, okay. So, I mean, as long as the connection is fine, then I think it's fine. Because it usually... I don't know why I already changed the loading screen to be much less cluttered, but it sometimes still lags on the loading screen. But as long as it's not connection issues, then I'm fine. Stream keeps on freezing randomly. But it's just visually? Or is it also connection-wise? We'll lower the bitrate a little bit. Only Yulala and the song is lagging. That is weird. Visually. That is a bit weird, because... Yeah, I am looking at Twitch right now. It does seem to sometimes visually lag, but... Why is the internet... That is weird, actually. Hold on, let me check Task Manager real quick. I don't know why the internet's been doing this recently. Past couple of stream has just been much more laggy. There's halftime right now on Egypt, just scored in Argentina. I did see that. I did take a peek on the World Cup earlier, but I'm not really following it that much. Okay, Task Manager, Performance. Let me check my internet real quick. Let me just open speed test. Hold on. Yeah, my internet connection is really low. What the hell? Okay, yeah. It's frozen because I'm trying to change the connection real quick. Is it good now? I just realized I had VPN open. Usually I don't. I don't think I even turn it on. I don't know why it's on. Is it good now? I turned off VPN. I don't know why it's on. Okay, audio is still kind of freezing sometimes. Yeah, okay, my internet is much better now. It might have been just the VPN. I don't know why it's on. It's usually not on when I stream, but okay. I think it's good now. It's also good on Twitch now. Alright, let's get into gaming. Let's get into gaming. Okay, now we're finally here. Alright, welcome to Yu-Gi-Oh! Man, I've been wanting to play Yu-Gi-Oh! I've been labbing some stuff off stream. I've been labbing some stuff off stream, so I really wanted to stream this just to kind of show what I've been doing. I know nothing about Yu-Gi-Oh! You are probably not going to be able to understand anything in here then, but just enjoy the show anyways. Anyways, last time I was trying to learn branded cards. I was trying to do tier branded, right? And we rolled a couple of cards. We didn't roll a lot of cards. I had to craft a lot of them, but I didn't really have any like, I guess like direction or understanding on how the branded card works and stuff. But I didn't really do any research, but I have done a decent amount of testings. I've done a decent amount of testings off stream, and I now end up with this deck. This is my current deck that I have for tier branded. There's still several cards that I wish are here, but I am missing. Mainly, I wish for more copies of Fallen and Virtuous. But the idea is more or less here. I do kind of understand on what's going on here. I certainly wish for more copies of Quem and Cartesia as well, but I can't craft like too much. I only have 60 URs now. I think off screen I ended up crafting most of these cards I have from the last streams. I either get from the rolls or crafted for like some of the super rares I crafted. But the ones that I ended up crafting off stream, I believe, is Ecclesia and the Dark Dragon, as well as, where is he? Mirror Jade. So I think those are the two that I crafted off stream. Mirror Jade and Ecclesia. I figured that Ecclesia is actually very important to just search out Quem and Cartesia. And then, did I craft anything else? I forgot. I think I also crafted Albion. I might have done that last stream, but yeah. I crafted Albion, Mirror Jade, and Ecclesia. I do wish I have more copies of like Fallen and Virtuous, as well as probably Quem and Cartesia. Maybe even some Dracotail cards would be nice, but that would be so much URs. I think this is about as good as it gets for now. I put in copies of Starving Venom and Pediplan and Dragostopelia. Dragostopelia is just nice as something that I can fuse if I have a spare fusion somewhere in the graveyard, and I just am able to trigger a fuse with tier cards or something like that, then it would just have basically an imperm, which is nice. You also need one more Walbass. I think one Albass for now is fine. I actually only have 2 Albass right now. I only have 1 Walbass and 1 Albass. I certainly can do another Walbass. I think that would be nice. But I did realize there is a little bit of a problem with this deck. Mainly with the locks. Because Walbass, if I do know that, like, if you start with Ecclesia, then you can end with Walbass and Ecclesia, and then you can go into Ecclesia and Dark Dragon. And if you do, if you start with Walbass, you can also start with Walbass, special summon by removing Albion, and then you can get Ecclesia as well. The problem with having Walbass as a card starter, the problem with Walbass as a card starter is that Walbass, if you special summon from hand, you cannot summon non-level 8 fusions, which means that you can't get into Kit Koloss. If you have tier cards, you can't get into Kit Koloss. I mean, you can if you start with Kit Koloss first and then you Walbass later, but if you want to start with Walbass, it's like you can't end on like any of the tier cards essentially, because Kit Koloss is like the main thing that you start with. You also can't summon Kaleido Heart because Kaleido Heart is level 9. And if you're starting with Walbass, you're basically playing Branded. Yeah. It's... I noticed that essentially from my testing, I noticed that the tier cards can bridge into Walbass really easily, but the tier cards can bridge into Branded really easily, but the Branded cards cannot really bridge into tier. The only way for Branded to bridge into tier is by Branded Fusion, but there are several problems with this. One, Branded Fusion only dumps 1 tier card, which means that if you want to fuse with Kit Koloss, you would still need another Aqua monster, and the only most of the Aqua monsters are Tearlaments or Supremacy Mare, which is essentially budget Rhino Heart, or Perulia. If I have Perulia in the graveyard or in my hand, then I can go into Tearlament with Branded Fusion. But then there comes another problem with Branded Fusion, is that Branded Fusion requires me to not fuse, to only do fusion for the entire turn, meaning that I can't do Ecclesia and the Dark Dragon. If I want to bridge into Tearlament using Branded Fusion, then I can't summon Ecclesia and the Dark Dragon, but Ecclesia is just really good. I noticed that Ecclesia and the Dark Dragon is just really good, so it's really hard to bridge into it's really hard for Branded to bridge into Tearlament, but Tearlament can easily bridge into Branded. 1 Branded Fusion is crazy. It's searchable. I can search Branded Fusion. Mostly the one that searches Branded Fusion is a Aluber. I can if I have Branded Opening, then I can special summon Aluber, then Aluber can grab Branded Fusion. But even then, it's like Branded Fusion is really weird. Like I just don't like the fact that you can't summon Ecclesia on the same turn anyways. I think so far, from what I understand, it feels like it's better to just go with Ecclesia first, and then maybe use Branded Fusion on another turn if you can survive that long. Otherwise, it does kind of suck to like not be able to use both of these at the same time on the same turn. Everything is fine now. Yeah, apparently it was just a VPN or something like that. I don't know. Is this the Red Hatman Yu-Gi-Oh stream? Hell yeah, it is. No wonder you're a Battle Cats analyzer. What the fuck do you play? Yeah, I love learning shit like this, man. The deck is very tight and wanted a lot of stuff. I was thinking of just going for 60 Grass Pal because there's so many good options. I don't know. Like I'm pretty happy with this, to be honest. I'm pretty happy with what I have so far, at least from testing it. I honestly really just want more Fallen and Virtuous, because something that I noticed when I was testing stuff is Fallen and Virtuous is so good with Tearlament cards, because if you just set Fallen, and if you're able to make like Kaleido Heart in your turn, and then you have Fallen and Virtuous, you can just Fallen and Virtuous pop your own Kaleido Heart. Kaleido Heart special summon itself, which then allows you to bounce one card from opponent and also dump a tier card, so that you can fuse another one, which is pretty insane. Fallen Inversions popping Kaleido Heart is so good. Before branded players would do anything for branded fusion, yeah, I heard that nowadays, like, some people don't even like run branded fusion anymore, which I kind of understand now, because I think like Ecclesia is just like really good, and using branded fusion means you're missing out on Ecclesia. But otherwise, it's like I don't know what else to take. Like I'm pretty happy with the list so far. Also, I have one copy of Despian Tragedy. This is a very funny card, because this does kind of work with tier. If this card is sent to the graveyard or banished by card effect, you can add one Despian monster to your hand, except Despian Tragedy. You can banish this card from your graveyard and target one branded spell or trap in your graveyard, set it to your field. So, from my testing, I do only have one copy of Fallen Virtues, but I do have ways to recycle it. I can use Despian Tragedy to set it back on the field, or I can use Branded Retribution, which I can banish from graveyard, target one branded spell and trap, and then add it to your hand. So, even though I only have one copy of Fallen Virtues, I can recycle it twice if I have it in the graveyard, which is pretty funny. Despian Tragedy is only use. I can only use each effect once per turn, and only once that turn. So, if I search for a Despia card, then I wouldn't be able to use it on the same turn to grab a spell from the graveyard. But it's usually not too bad. The only Despia card that I can grab is either Aluber or Quem, and usually I don't really need to search Aluber. Sometimes I might if my hand is like doo-doo. And Quem, I feel like you don't usually want to search to hand anyways. You probably just want to special summon with Ecclesia, right? So the problem is not that it's not consistent to get Synchro Ecclesia, but just going for Fusion is completely fine. If you want to maximize on the Ecclesia play, I do recommend 3 Branded and High Spirits, and of course 2 Wild Buds, but everything is so expensive. Yeah, I mean, Branded in High Spirit is only SR. I can grab another Branded in High Spirit. My only experience with Branded in High Spirit is just that sometimes I open with, like, I don't know, like Aluber and Rhino Heart, and then it's like, well, I can't use Branded in High Spirit because they require me to have a level 8 fusion with the same type. Aluber is Fairy, Rhino Heart is Warrior, and I have nothing in the extra deck that allows me to use Branded in High Spirit. So it's a little bit mixed. Meanwhile, something like Branded Opening, I can just discard literally any card, so even if I just have like a random brick or whatever, then I can just still discard it with Branded Opening, and I can grab Aluber. Aluber can grab Branded Fusion. Branded in High Spirit is certainly nice, but I do get a little bit of mixed results, so I'm not sure. Drawing Tragedy is tragic. At the very least, I can discard Tragedy with like Branded Opening, or just for something like Forbidden Droplet or Super Poly. If I discard it for cost, then I wouldn't be able to use its effect to search for a Despia, but I can, like, as long as it's in the graveyard, I think it's like, it's a recycler, I think it's fine. Despian Tragedy has come in my hand several times, but even then, a lot of the times, I think it's fine. As long as I can dump it to the graveyard, then it'll be able to do something. But so far, I've only fought against CPU. I haven't gone online with this. You could play 3 champions of Sword Soul or Dogmatica Lawmaker. I don't know what that is. Lawmaker? Maybe that's something else. Dogmatica Law? Lawbringer. I do have this bookmarked. If a monster is special summoned with the extra deck is on the field and this card is on your hand, you can special summon this card. If this card is special summoned from the hand, you can send each player. You can have each player send one monster from the extra deck to the graveyard. If this card is sent to the graveyard, you can target one Dogmatica card in your graveyard, except Dogmatica Lawbringer added to your hand. What does this do? What does this do? Like, I guess I can dump Albion, but then... And then what? The only Dogmatica card, I think, is Quem, right? Yeah, I think Quem is like the only Dogmatica card that I have in this deck anyways. Would you ever stream community BCU packs? I did thought about it at some point, but I'm not sure if I will. I feel like if I do that, then like I'm just gonna like infinitely get requests and just keep on doing things they probably don't. I'm not even really interested in. I don't know. It's kind of the risk to go into Ecclesia every time. Aluber can search high spirits. That's an option to keep in mind. Yeah, Aluber can search a lot of good stuff as well. Yeah, but usually I don't know. Another thing is also fusion deployment. I roll 3 copies of fusion deployment out ours. I might as well put it here. But at the same time, this is also a similar a card with a very similar problem with branded fusion, which is that I can only use this if I don't summon Ecclesia. This is a good starter. It searches Rhinoheart, it searches Albaz, it can search Ecclesia, but I can't go into the Synchro Ecclesia, once again, is the problem. But it can help. It does go into tier, and tier bridges into branded, so it's nice. It just sucks that I can't get into Ecclesia and the Dark Dragon. Send Kit Colossus? Oh yeah, I guess that works. Yeah. Wait, actually, yeah, I guess that works, yeah. I guess so. But it's only Mill 5 is, I guess that's good, but also I think the problem with also sending Kit Colossus is that if I were to fuse with tier, even if I like mill a tier card with that, it's like I can't get into Kit Colossus. Like I can get into Rule Colossus, which is nice, but like I would have to put Kit Colossus back to the extra deck before then I can fuse to Kit Colossus again. So I'm not fully sure about that. It is nice to mill 5 instantly though, but I'm not fully sure if it's worth. Also, a card that I'm not entirely sure about this in this deck is Tilman Kashtira. This is nice if I want the mill, but sometimes I'm also not too happy with Kashtira. The fact that it's also psychic means that I can't use it for Branded and High Spirits, and it doesn't have the ability to fuse and stuff, and sometimes it doesn't really have a good effect if it's popped. It's only mill 2, which is okay. But it is a tier monster card, so it is a card that can fuse with a Kit Colossus, so it's I also don't like throwing it away either. This is basically the only tier, like one of the only other tier cards that we can use to fuse, so 3 souls and Lawbringer is mill 5 plus rank 8. Souls? Oh, 3 Champion of Sword Soul? Is it the Synchro? This one? 3 Champion of Sword Soul. If they got Synchro summon, you can add 1 level 4 or 8 spellcaster monsters to the defense for deck or graveyard to your hand. You can target one face-up card in the field against its effect, and if in Ecclesia, monster or Fallen of Alabas is in your graveyard, can destroy that card. Mill 5 plus rank 8. 3 souls plus Lawbringer. It's a mill 5 plus rank 8. What do you mean? The extra is already tied, so I don't know about this. Yeah. Technically speaking, I did realize that I can't really super poly that much, or at the very least, even if I super poly, then it might be sometimes better to just poly my own cards. So funnily enough, I do think that Mud Dragon is kind of on the chopping block. Technically speaking, this card is also on the chopping block, Alba System Dogmatic Calamity, but like, god damn it, this card is so fucking funny. This may not be the bestest card ever, but god damn it, it's so fucking funny. Again, I haven't gone online duel with this, but like the fact that it's just a 4,500 beat stick that just destroys the entire field is so fucking funny, and it just dumps like It just dumps like 5 billion cards from the extra deck. It's so funny. Although I did notice that Kid Colossus doesn't trigger if I send it with Dogmatic Calamity, because this is, I guess, sort of a cost and not an effect to send the fusion monster. So Kid Colossus doesn't trigger, unfortunately. You can send Kit Kat with Lawbringer, I guess. Yeah, but I'm just not really sure if it's like a worth it mill of 5, because even if I hit a tier card, I can't fuse into Kid Colossus. Also, obviously, very soon we're gonna get instant fusion unbanned. I'm definitely gonna put that in. Definitely gonna put that in here. Instant fusion in what, like almost 2 days, 1 day. Instant fusion very soon. Let me go to solo mode just to kind of show what I've learned, I suppose. Let me do it with this. Honestly, these solo mode, this solo mode bot is really good for testing stuff. Like they have like actually really good amount of interactions. Instant fusion the goat, instant fusion fairy tales. 2 Fua. Oh, this is 2 Fua Despian Tragedy fusion deployment branded fusion. Amazing. Fua 1. Trying to synchro summon, right? Oh my god. Okay, this is what I mean. But also I have a second Fua in hand. Don't tell me you have Ash. Okay. This fucking bot, man. This bot kinda goes crazy sometimes. At least I got 1 Fua. At least I got 1 draw. What are you summoning? Fabled Ragin. Why did you do that? You don't even have 2 cards in hand. Okay, whatever. That's 100% imperm. This is a little bit cheating, but something that they notice from playing against this bot, they always set imperm on the leftmost column for some reason. Like if it's on the edge of the spell and trap zone, it's always imperm. If it's in the middle, it's probably either like Caught by the Grave or something like Fiendsmith Curie or something like that. but if it's on the left or right, it's like 100% imperm. You can make private room and just test hands, and it's very nice. Wait, can you? Do you have a Discord server? I do. I think it's on Twitch somewhere. Like, I'm pretty sure it's somewhere on like the description of Twitch. Okay. Okay, this can summon Quem, I guess, or I can also just fusion deployment summon. No, let's do branded opening first. We'll discard Tragedy. Also, something really funny. I'm not sure if I said this before, but branded opening, the discard is not an activation. The discard is not a cost. The discard is an effect. Therefore, if you have a tier card in hand and then you use branded opening, it will trigger tier, which is very, very funny. I think it's the same with branded in High Spirit as well. Branded in High Spirit, the discard is also an effect. So if you discard, if you use branded in High Spirit, discard a tier card, and also you dump Rule Colors to the graveyard, and then discard the tier card. The tier card can then fuse with Rule Colors, making Kid Colossus, which is also very funny. The bot does that in case you play Pendulums, maybe? I don't know. I just know that like left and rightmost column is always 100% imperm. Let's run Quem. Look at this. This is gonna be 100% imperm. Watch this. Chainlink Tree imperm. I know this bot so much. Like it's always fucking imperm. I'm just gonna grab a lure. Bap. Okay. Just gonna fusion deployment. Probably doesn't even need to normal summon anything. God, that alt art is so fucking insane. Let me grab Rhino Heart. Summon Rhino Heart. I'm locked to fusion only now, but it's probably fine. Opening also locks you into fusion. Yeah, I remember that too, yeah. But at least with branded opening, it locks you into fusion after activation. So it doesn't... you can still do like Ecclesia and then you do branded opening. But yeah, if you want to like search Quem with branded opening, then you can't go into Ecclesia. I did notice that. But at the very least, it's not like branded fusion or fusion deployments where you can't even do fusing on your on for like the entire turn, like even before you do it. Kid Colossus. I will grab I think I'm just gonna grab Christira actually. Let's just mill first, and then we can do branded fusion and then mill into fucking probably Kaleido Heart. I could do branded fusion, mill into Kaleido Heart. Well, Chiron's already here. I can do Kaleido Heart immediately. Or do I... let me think actually. Do I want to do that? Or I can... Actually, I think I'll do Branded Fusion first. I'll do Branded Fusion, we'll go into Rebellion, dumping Chiron and normal Walbass. Actually, I'm not sure if it's better to do just normal Albass or Walbass here. And then I can fuse... Actually, what the fuck do I fuse? I guess I can make Mirror Jade. We'll do that. Discard Rhino Heart, because I'm gonna use that for fusing anyways. So Rebellion, you do Mirror Jade. Wow. And then you do Rhino Heart. Bam. Rhino Heart effect. Just send this. And fuck it, just activate Mirror Jade. Send Albion. Banish this. It's pretty good. And now the trap can also search for something, but probably not. I think, like, I can kill here, but on like another situation, I'm just gonna attack like twice and then I'll give them another turn. But like on another situation, I can, since next turn Albion can set Fallen and Virtuous, then I can recycle Fallen and Virtuous using Branded Retribution. Fallen and Virtuous. I think Wellbass is better. It's nice to summon normal Abyss with Titanclad to fuse with the opponent. Fuse with the opponent at some point. Also, Quem can revive Wellbass, summon Cortesia, but it's not that big of a deal. Wait, what? Hey, Wellbass is better. It's nice to summon normal Albass with Titanic Blood. What does Titanic Blood do again? Okay. So this can send I think I'm just gonna send Dragon Devours a Dogma, pop my own Kaleido Heart. Do not use the effect of Branded Opening. Also, yeah, Branded Opening have a destruction protection, which is nice. Kaleido Heart trigger. Resummon Kaleido Heart. Wham! And then I can dump Halfness. Kaleido Heart trigger. Shuffle this to deck. Halfness trigger. And then I can make probably just Kid Colossus again. This is why it's so nasty. I think I'm just gonna use Kashtira actually. Wham. Then that shuffles. Kaleido Heart can grab literally anything. Just gonna grab Chiron. And then Branded Retribution can then grab Fallen Virtuous again. That's basically why it's there. And then, technically speaking, if I were to use Fallen and Virtuous again, let's say if I use Fallen and Virtuous again here, and I don't know, let's just say I pop my own Kid Coloss for whatever reason. Not that this is really a good play, but you know. Then I can use Thespian Tragedy, banish it, and then set Fallen and Virtuous back to the field. This one sets and not put to hand, unfortunately. So Quick Play Spell can't be used again. Well, I mean, you know, even if it's not a card that I haven't used this turn, I wouldn't be able to use it again. But it does allow me to grab Branded Fusion. Branded Fusion is not a Quick Play spell, so even if it's not, even if it's set, then I can activate it again. But a lot of the times, I probably don't really like want to. Probably don't really want to use Branded Fusion multiple times in a row, anyways, because I definitely want to summon Ecclesia and the Dark Dragon at some point. Something like that. Something like that is the idea. I'm just gonna attack. Die. I think it's nice to summon Albas with Titanic Light to fuse with your opponent at some point. Also, you can Quem to reduce Walbas to summon Khadija, but it's not that big of a deal. I did notice that, but I also feel like Walbas summon Khadija is like almost kind of useless. Well, I wouldn't say useless, but it's like a bit. I mean, I guess you can summon Walbas, summon Khadija. Khadija tributes itself to summon Albas, but I honestly have very rarely used the Albas fusion, like Albas, like fucking, what's it called, Super Poly thing. I mean, to be fair, it's like the only bot that I've fought so far are like the Mermail one or this one, and the Mermail bot are all using Water Monster, and I can't fuse with any of them. But otherwise, I don't know. Like so far, I haven't really been using the Super Poly thing from Albas. I definitely can, but a lot of the time, the fusing target is like fucking Albion, and Albion usually is in the graveyard. So I can't even like summon Albion. But yeah, I definitely have to keep that in mind. Titanic Light summons from deck, so it's only nice if you keep normal Arbest there. Oh, right, I see. Nowadays, the standard brand packet consists of 2 Walbas and 1 Albas. Probably is the better way to do it, yeah, but I only have 1 Walbas. And I really don't want to craft too much. Ecclesia only summons from hand or deck again, so nice to keep normal Albas in deck. Right, that makes sense, that makes sense. Okay, I have not used this in online whatsoever. So we could give that a spin online. It's very powerful with free Mirror Jade if we have any extra deck monsters. That is true. But yeah, I haven't tried this online at all. Something that I kind of also noticed though when I was testing this, is that pretty much a lot of the non-engine cards are going second card as well. Perulia, Fua, Droplet, and Super Poly. I mean, sure, Super Poly, you can also go first with it, but I think it's like a little bit better when you're breaking boards going second. And I have noticed that when I was fighting the bots, when I was testing against the bots going first, so if they just have like 2 interruptions, like, if they just have like any 2 interruptions, then I'm usually fucked. At the very least, if I have like Droplet or Super Poly, then I might be able to like dodge, like, I don't know, their imperms or something like that. But I'm not really sure, basically, if I even want to go first still. I know this is weird, because this is still technically a going first deck, but I've been so conditioned to be so comfortable with going second with this deck that I honestly feel like I might still choose to go second. Like, Yeah, this is basically what I've learned, especially with my plant deck that wants to go first, which is that the cards are so mixed on wanting to go first, but have cards that just in case going second. But then you go first, and then your cards fully consist of like going second cards, and you're just like, well, fuck. Try the private duel real quick. It's actually nice. You can speed test hands. What do you mean speed test hands? Sorry, create a room. Roomless permission inspector, list view replay, title display, matchmaking. Wait, it's just a public room? Well, there's the room ID. Wait, is this a public thing? Can you like make it for like invite only or something like that, or just make a room, select your deck, and click check deck. Why is this prohibited? Oh, is this because of is this because I have 3 super poly? Yeah. Check deck. Ah, whoops. Change deck. This one. Check deck. And then what? Wait, what do you want me to do again? Oh, the test hand? You don't even need to go to a room match for that, right? You can just go here. Yeah, you can just do this. You can just do this, right? You don't need to make a room for that. I know about this. I have tried this before. Sample 5 card draw. Sample 5 card draw. This is a questionable one. This is a questionable hand. I have Wallbath in hand, but Fusion Deployment, and also Supreme Sea Mare, which basically does the same thing. Well, I mean, I guess technically speaking, like I can Fusion Deployment and then Supreme Sea Mare, because these one would be Rhino Heart and the other would be Supreme Sea Mare, so I can trigger in 2 different ways. Branded Opening can discard Thespian Tragedy. Funnily enough, Wallbass might not really do much. I mean, I can still summon Wallbass, but I wouldn't be able to make Ecclesia. The Tragedy, I can discard Tragedy with Branded Opening. That can grab either Quem or like just Aluber to search for Branded Fusion, since I'm pretty much like locked into Fusion here anyways, I'm sure. Either way, I'm definitely locked into Fusion. But yeah, there is a lot of there's a lot of locks that allows me to that makes sure that I can't do Ecclesia, unfortunately. But it is what it is. It's like Ecclesia feels like only like a second turn, well, a second like third or fourth turn kind of card. I don't like Seamare. I think 3 Rhino Heart is fine, but it's a UR. Like that's the big problem on why. Well, actually, there's another reason for Supreme Seamare, is that if I have Branded in High Spirits, I can use Branded in High Spirit and discard Supreme Seamare. I can't do that with Rhino Heart, because Rhino Heart is a warrior, Supreme Seamare is an aqua. And Rule Kalos, which is the main target for Branded in High Spirit, is an aqua. So if I have Rhino Heart and High Spirits, then High Spirit is kind of like a dead card. But if I have Supreme Seamare, then I have the option to also use Branded in High Spirit. But that's it's a bit of a rare combination, but it does happen. Or sometimes if you have Fusion Deploy, or if it's like this where you have Supreme Fusion Deployment and Supreme Seamare, if this is Rhino Heart, then if I do Fusion Deployment, summon Rhino Heart, and then Rhino Heart gets like Ashed or Imperm, then I can still normal summon Supreme Seamare, and that will still trigger the dump, because it's a different card. But yeah, it's like probably might still be better to have another Rhino Heart. But so far, Supremacy Mirror does have like their own like good reasons to be in the deck as well. It's also just nice that it's an Aqua because Kid Colossus requires an Aqua monster, so it's still a feasible thing. I also noticed that Kaleido Heart, well, both Kaleido Heart and Kid Colossus requires a tier and Aqua monster, but specifically Kaleido Heart requires Rhino Heart and 2 Aqua monster, which means that if you have multiple Rhino Heart, then you can't use them for Kaleido Heart. You can only use one. And if you have Tearman Kashtira, you can't even use that at all for Rhino Heart. Meanwhile, Seamare is an Aqua, so you can still use this for Kaleido Heart. So yeah, Seamare actually have like their own uses for being different than Rhino Heart. We have wildly different build, but man, this deck needs a lot of theory crafting. I do like theory crafting. I don't know what other build like would be better. I'm definitely still like tinkering around, but I'm relatively happy with what I have so far. But yeah, anyways, let's just go online and see what happens with this. Let's go. I am at Plat 2. Let's change deck. Now the big question is, do I still want to go second? Honestly, I might still want to go second. Like, I'm just so much more comfortable with going second for some reason, especially with the non-engines that I have. Although I did notice that like we got stuff like, you know, Perulia is an Aqua card that can be used to fuse with Tournament as well. Or actually something that I also noticed is that Fua is a winged beast, so if I have Rune Broom or whatever it's called, speaking of Perulia, if I have Rune whatever it's called from the extra deck, then I can use that for Breaded in High Spirits. Okay, let me think of... Oh, this is weird. Millennium Egg, okay. Uh-oh. Exodia Incarnate? Okay, this is a bit of a weird one. I have Albas, but I also want a Shiren. Oh, you have one in hand. Okay. Unstoppable Exodia Incarnate. Are you... You're just not gonna summon from hand, are you? Fuck, okay. I forgot what you do. Cannot be destroyed by opponent's card effect. Once per turn, this card battles. If control, destroy all cards your opponent control. This card in your graveyard, you can banish it, activate one of the effects. That's not what I want. Well, here's a funny idea. I don't know what this set card is, but let's just do Shiren first. What do you do again? When a spell or trap is activated, you can negate the activation. Once we're done doing you can add one. Okay. So Shiren, discard that, do that. On summon Super Poly. Let's do Dragostapelia, sure. Or maybe it's better to do... No, let's just do Dragostapelia. Bam. I don't think I want to... Wait, can I... Oh, I do have Perulia, actually. I do have Perulia, so I can still make Kid Colossus here. So it's a special summon discard. Discard. Huh. Right, I didn't read this, but I think that's fine. Let's make Kid Colossus. This is why Perulia is pretty nasty. Kid Colossus, grab something. What do you have? Return the target to hand. I can still fuse. Have I normal summon? I have a normal summon, right? So I can do Rhino Heart, dump Shiren, do Branded Fusion. Yeah, I have a normal summon, I'm pretty sure. Let's grab Rhino Heart. Still gonna be a little bit ass, but... I can send... If I send Halfness, I wouldn't be able to fuse yet. So... I'm gonna send Shiren. And then we'll do Branded Fusion. Send Halfness and Albas to Lubellion. Well, Lubellion can't attack, unfortunately, but it's fine. Halfness trigger. The only card I can grab is Branded Fusion. Just fine, but not exactly what I'm looking for. Target will most on the field, send one for the if you do return the turret to hand. Where does Millennium Ankh goes to again? Does it get shuffled? Yeah, shuffle, okay. Kaleido Heart. I think I'm just gonna send this. I think that's a little bit of the scarier one. I can only grab Branded Fusion, but whatever, it's fine. Next turn might only be able to do Branded Fusion. Well, only, but you know what I mean. Legia is back. I guess I can, what, like, normal summon Ecclesia? Wait, Ecclesia grabs from... Oh, Ecclesia grabs from hand or deck. Oh, that's a bit annoying. Because I don't have a third Albas. And Branded Fusion can't activate either. Ooh. That's a bit annoying. His field wipe is offline, so you don't have to worry about anything other than the beer or some shit. Well, I guess I don't need to worry about anything at all. I mean, who knows if they drew Ankh or whatever again, right? I mean, technically speaking, Obliterate is destruction, right? So I can... Like... Yeah, Obliterate is destruction, so if it gets destroyed, if they pop... Kaleido Heart, then I would still be able to just... pop it. I would still be able to just return it again. GG's. Are you gonna do Battle Cats within the next month? Of course, I do Battle Cats like every week. Dude, let me play literally any other game, dude. Chill out. You have Dragostipelia in this, I can barely find space for Grand Guido. Yeah. I mean... I actually had like 2 Dragostipelia at some point. Previously, Starving Venom was Dragostipelia, which at this point I'm actually not sure, because Dragostipelia is once per turn. It's not a card name once per turn. It's a per card once per turn. So you can make 2 Dragostipelia, and then like you basically have 2 imperms. The 2 Dragostipelia was actually, it wasn't replaced by Starving Venom. It was replaced by Mirror Jade. I think Starving Venom replaced something else, but Dragostipelia was basically like my other Mirror Jade, essentially. It's my budget Mirror Jade. Alright, let's hop in another. It's pretty nice so far. I think I'm still gonna go second though. It's weird, but I'm just so much more comfortable going second now. It's like if I go first, I always feel like, oh man, what if I open with Fua? What if I open with Super Poly? And then I have nothing. So we'll see. Are you looking for anything in the next selection pack? I don't know what the next selection pack is. I'm not really super up to date with those kind of stuff. This is not a great going second. But whatever. What are the next selection pack? I remember seeing it, but I don't remember. I didn't process it in my brain. You have a 45 deck. Okay. I did see there's like a new Aleister the Invoker card or something like that was just announced, but I imagine that's not something that... What the fuck is this? Oh, Chimera Fusion. Cornfeed Codal. I've never seen this card in my life. You can banish the card from your field or graveyard, negate the effect if you do destroy that card. Oh, okay. An anti... I don't think I want to summon Kashtira. I actually want Chiron in hand. When the monster you control activates available control. Wow, that's 2 negates already on the graveyard. That's a bit scary, actually. So one is a target negate, and the other is just straight up a monster negate. That's a bit scary. While you control Chimera, the flying mythical beast. And I don't really have a good way to remove it. Send one random card from your opponent's hand into graveyard during the end phase of this turn. Oh man, if they hit Chiron, that would be so fucking funny though. Please hit Chiron, that would be so fucking funny. Hekahan, of course. Not sure about this one. Unless I open with Super Poly or something like that. Even then, like, this is a win, so I'm not really sure if I can Super Poly it. But the cards in the graveyard is a little bit terrifying. Yeah, I'm actually not sure about this one. Skip on and then Predaplan with Earth Machine stuff, something else I forgot. Right, there is like the new Predaplan stuff. Not sure. Sure. Fuck, it's Quem. They took my Quem hostage. Quem in the graveyard is a little bit annoying. Hekahan, Jawsaw. Yeah, I'm not sure about this. I think this can search for like several the spell or trap negates and stuff like that. I think this has one too many negates for me. Oh, you just have that in your hand, of course. Oh, huh? You sent that to the graveyard? I assume you have a way to revive it. That is a monster negate. Oh, there's like 3 negates already. I don't know about this one. Oh, your opponent draws 1 card and discard 1 card. Wait, this could be mad funny. Oh, but... Wait, this could be mad funny. Hold on. Shiren? You can't negate, right? Because the mythical beast is not in your hand. Oh, before you do anything else, Fua. You gave me the Fua. This is a bit late, but oh well. I mean, let's make Kid Colossus, right? Yeah, I mean, about as good as any. Do I want to make Rule Colossus immediately, or do I want to just... Do I want to make Rule Colossus, or do I want to grab Halfness? They're gonna discard a card later. I think I'm gonna grab Halfness to hand. Let's activate Halfness. Rhino Heart. Wildbats! Come on, man. Wait, that's such an insane draw. Holy shit. But it doesn't really... I mean... Rhinoheart, I don't really have any other tier to fuse, unfortunately, because Halfness is at 1. But whatever. I'm gonna do it anyways. This is mad funny turn 0 though. Yeah, this doesn't trigger, unfortunately, but whatever. I'm just gonna dump it anyways. Ecclesia? Fusion summon 1 fusion... Is this Xeno? I forgot what Xeno even does. Xeno. I know that, like, if you destroy it, they can take my hand or some shit like that, right? Fusion summon card you own is destroyed by your opponent's card effect, right? Dragostapelia! Uh-oh, that's really bad. Dragostapelia could be really bad. Fuck, they got Dragostapelia, of course. Oof. Oof. This is not great. Cartesia, no! Fuck. Oh, come on. Can I normal summon Albas and make Dragon that Devours the Dogma? And then I can use Droplet on Rhinoheart or some shit like that. I still have Rhinoheart in the... Okay, yeah. Yeah. Normal summon Albas. I mean, they do have the trap, I think, right? That, like, the Hekahan trap. Yeah. Oh, right, it's a counter trap. I can't even do Droplet on it. This is very bad. I can maybe Droplet. Oh, I do have an idea. I don't know what these two are, though. Do I know what those two are? Oh, I can't Droplet Rhinoheart. Fuck, right. I can't Droplet Rhinoheart. I forgot about that. Shit, I forgot I can't Droplet Rhinoheart. Oh, that's actually pretty bad. Ugh. There's really nothing that I can summon aside from just like Tearlam Kastira, really. Like, the only way I can get out from here is if I happen to mill Shiren. Oh my god, do not get Rhinoheart. Fucking hell, there's no way you hit Rhinoheart. That's insane. No way you hit Rhinoheart. That's an insane RNG. What the fuck? That's literally what I'm trying to make. Dude. What the fuck? Dude, that's insane. How did you hit that? I have 13 cards in my deck. You took 2 and one of them is fucking Kaleidoheart. That's an insane snipe. And of course he also grabbed my Dragostapelia, which is also like an insane card to grab as well. It's like there's so much branded cards that you can't even really use that much here. But no. Fucking Dragostapelia, of course. Fuck is this? Good lord, man. Oh, I hit Shiren. What can I even make out of Shiren, though? Wait, can I make what I think I can make? I mean, unless they have a response to this. But if it's sent to the graveyard, you can get to summon it to your field for free. But they need to pop it, though, right? Oh, great. They're gonna summon Mythical Beast and these 3 will be live. Or these 2, I think, right? Card affected will target and also just a monster negate, I think, right? Which one is it? Wait, what did they send? Oh, they sent my Albas. Guardian Chimera? You can draw, and if you do, destroy... you can draw cards equal to the number of cards using material from hand. Did you use something from hand? Walbass, perform with Gazelle. Oh, Gazelle is from hand, so you can pop one. You can destroy number of cards using material from the field. Oh no, you can pop two. And I don't have anything to negate that. I was gonna make Alba System Dogmatic Calamity, but that's gonna get popped. Pop 2, draw 1. Dogma is like unaffected if you have Ecclesia. Oh, you're right. But that's just like a very basic bitch beat stick, which I guess is fine. That's about as good as it gets, I suppose. I suppose that's about as good as it gets. I wish I can pop my Rhino Heart. Ah, I wanted to shuffle Heck a Hand. When an opponent's monster declares an attack, against special summon this card. After the card battlefield, you connect it into the sword and all attack position monster your opponent currently controls cannot change their battle position nor cannot be used for. What the fuck? That's so annoying. Oh, good lord, there's so much choices. Fuck it. I'm just gonna do this. I don't know how they work, but just give me back my Dragostapelia, man. They're really thinking real hard about this. I'm gonna grab Branded Opening. That's it. It's time for main phase 3. Grab this. Let's just also grab Cartesia. I do have 2 Ecclesias in the graveyard, so I'm actually fine with grabbing one of the Ecclesias. Branded opening. Oh, I forgot I don't have Quem. Fuck, I forgot I don't have Quem. I forgot Quem is in the graveyard, isn't she? Fuck, I forgot. Oh, I thought I could summon Quem. Ugh. Let's just grab Fallen first. You should kill Xeno? I can't. Yeah, it can't be destroyed by battle. I mean, even then, it's like, it's on defense anyway, so... It's at currently 3.5k, so I can't do that. You can pop it with Fallen Reverses and it takes the Luber, I guess. God. I'm thinking of popping Kaleido Heart, actually. Albion and... No way! No fucking way you get Rule Kalos. Dude! Are you fucking serious? What the fuck? Dude, this guy's RNG is insane! That's actually insane. Attack the monster your opponent control, take control of it. I mean, I'm sure it's gonna be easy for them to make space. Probably, right? They can just crash something and then take control of it. Wait, that can attack directly? Wait, why? Oh, your Heka Hand Fusion monster and monster that you're controlled by your opponent can attack directly. Wow, I see. That is ass. Oh my god, that's ass. Oh well. Dude, that's insane though. That fucking... Well, actually, if I pop... Do that even be... what am I saying? Does that count as being, like, properly fusion summoned? Because, like, if I pop Kaleido Heart, can I even special summon it from the grave with the effect? Because it's like, does that count as a fusion summon? I don't think it does, right? Because if it's not properly fusion summoned, then I can't revive it, I think, right? Sorry, not profile. Deck. Where is it? What's the one that... Grab it? Where's Xeno? Where the fuck is Xeno? Oh, here. You can look at a special summon one of them on the field. Yeah, this isn't a proper fusion summon, right? It's special summon, but it's not a fusion. If it's not properly fusion summon, would it be able to be brought back from the graveyard? Because I know that, like, if you just send it to the graveyard, you wouldn't be able to activate the effect. But if it's special summon but not fusion summon, you can't revive it, I think, right? Because I have tried sending, like, Rhino Heart straight from the deck to the graveyard, and it doesn't activate. Because, like, I think you can't special summon it if it's not properly summoned before. I'm still going second. I'm so used to going second. Maybe I should make it a little bit more to going first as well, but actually this isn't like too bad going first. These cards are not too bad going first. I don't think so. It still needs to be fusion properly first, right? So yeah, even if I pop Kaleido Heart, I wouldn't be able to summon it. Radiant Typhoon. Branded in... Okay, this is the annoying part that I mentioned, basically. Branded in high spirits cannot be used with Rhino Heart. You can add one. Eldam, grab Swen. Swen is... You can add one Radiant Typhoon. Okay. Can I switch the... Add one level 4, add one MST. If I do branded opening, I can summon Quem, but Quem wouldn't be able to. I mean, I guess I can summon a Luber and grab branded fusion. If I'm gonna do branded opening, I might as well go full fusion. That's one MST. Place them face them in their own spell and tribe continuous. Well. Megala. I need to remember these cards. For Radiant MST, because there's on one Radiant Typhoon monster from your deck. And then there's the trap. I know about that one. So you have one MST in hand. Megala is summoned. Ascendance. Special summon from your graveyard. Or what at one MST. Second MST? Okay. So you have two MSTs in your hand. You can't summon Kaleido Heart, lawyer game. Yeah. I guess at the very least, I noticed it. Even though, you know, even if I survived, I don't know what to do. Then again, like I think the enemy also didn't really know what to do. I mean, they do have the out though. They can steal my stuff. Well, actually, no. It's unaffected by... Yeah, unaffected by other card effects. So I guess they can't steal that as well. If a quick play is activated, you can show some in his hand. There's normal special summon. You can add one Radiant Typhoon. Or one MST from deck or graveyard to hand. Right. So you have, what, 2 MSTs in hand? What other stuff do you even have? Like... Vision. And MST. Draw 2, and if you have Radiant Typhoon or quick play spell in your hand, discard one of them. One MST from your deck or graveyard to hand. Dogma would have caused them trouble, but the Lyric attack was just too perfect for them. Yeah. I've never seen that card in Heka hands ever. Okay, that's one MS. Wait, what did you discard? Oh, Phonics. Right. Ooh, Phonics is a little bit annoying. Not even a little bit, that's actually really annoying. Phonics is kinda rough. Okay, so that's definitely one MST. I don't know what the other one is. I know you grabbed 2 MSTs. One of them is on the graveyard. If MST is activated, while this card is in your graveyard, goes for summon this card. The quick play spell is activated, you can target up to 2. Shuffle them to deck. I don't have anything to counter that, I think. This is what, Oh, this is really annoying. Shuffle from grave. So even if I Rhino Heart they would be able to... Oh, that's annoying as hell. Not sure about this one. Phonics is a big problem. Shiren? Shiren. I have no idea. Let's just normal summon Rhinoheart first. I'm taking 2 heart. MST. Targeting the trap. I can chain block here. Is it opening? Are we gonna MST again? Oh, you're doing the shuffle? I mean, sure. Unless you want to MST again. No? Okay. Shit, what do I discard? Rhinoheart? Yeah, I think Rhinoheart. I'm gonna be fusion locked, so let's just summon a Looper. A Looper. Phew! Boom. Shit, if I send one of the tier cards, I'm like 100% sure this guy's gonna just... I'm gonna send Kashtira. I think I want to keep Shiren in hand, so I'm not going to summon Rhinoheart. I'm not going to use Rhinoheart's effect. Maybe I should have used Rhinoheart's effect to bait this guy out, actually. There's Phonics. Mandate is set. Oh, Phonics is if a quick play spell is activated, so I can pop Phonics with Fallen and Virtuous on summon, right? Oh, no fucking way, dude. That's not the worst caught by, to be fair. Caught by Kashtira is not bad. That's probably the one called probably the one tier 1 name that I actually don't mind getting caught by. Wait, does Phonics trigger like on summon because of the quick play spell? Or do they have to activate another quick play spell to activate Phonics? Crocea. Oh, Scrap Branded Fusion. Does Phonics trigger now? Oh, it hasn't triggered. Okay. In that case, I can kill Phonics before Phonics triggers, right? If a quick play spell is activated. So yeah, I'm gonna pop Crocea. Sorry, not Crocea, Phoenix. Because Phoenix is if, so it can't activate it on this chain. I'd have to wait for another chain. Vision. That is fine. It's fine. I think this is MST, right? Varoom. If a quick play spell is activated, you can special summon this card from hand. And when your opponent activates a monster effect and you have MST. Right. Have I used... Okay, I don't think I've used any of the tier cards name, right? So... This'll summon... maybe this isn't a good idea. This'll summon them. Do I grab Fallen with the White Dragon? Do I grab Ecclesia? Ecclesia... No, I'll grab Fallen. Ooh! Okay. Guess they gave up. Okay. Good lord. Oh no, time limit win. I guess they think too hard. Yeah, I guess yeah. They did combo a decent amount on their turn, so I guess they didn't really have that much time on my turn. Alright, GG's, I'll take it. I'm not entirely sure where that goes, but also, good lord, dude. That took me, like, all fucking brain cells in my brain. I guess that's, like, my first real branded duel. Well, my first real win of a branded duel. And... Dude, it's not even gone past turn 2. And I think I understand why this deck requires so much fucking brain power to play. I've heard some branded players being like, yeah, I like branded, but if I play branded too much, my brain is fried. Cause like every fucking duels take like 5 billion like brain cells to actually use. Oh, good lord. I think I can only do like one more duel, and then maybe I'll look into deck building or some shit. But also, what a deck. GG's. I think they still haven't used the no wait, they haven't used the deck shuffler, graveyard shuffler, I think, right? This is an okay hand. Super Poly can discard Super Poly. Seamare K9, okay. Seamare can do a fuse. Branded Opening can discard Shiren. K9 Noroi. But they do have like Graveyard Negates, which is gonna be a little bit annoying. Jokel. Plays really well under draw. I think so, yeah. There's not too much that searches. I guess like yeah, because a lot of the searchers can also just set cards. I think the main one that searches would be like Aluber, and then most of them don't really search to hand that much. A lot of them are either special summon or dump to the graveyard or grab from the graveyard. Oh, they're looking at hand. Hi. I have Super Poly. But Super Poly against K9 is a little bit not great, because they usually don't have cards of the same attribute, I think, right? Ripper. And also they have, like, Wind. When you activate monster effect in hand or graveyard, get attached as material, discard, negate that effect. Do you also have Vanquish Souls? Case for K9? Jokel. Of course you have Izuna. Izuna dump Lupus. Lupus special summon. Oh, great. What does Force Release go into usually? It's Werewolf, right? Banish up to one card from each of your opponent's field or graveyard. Look at the opponent's hand and banish one card from it face up until the end phase. That's a bit annoying, but okay. What? Huh? Saryuja? Okay, what the fuck? I forgot you're not Exceed locked, Jesus. Saryuja, are you like bricked as fuck or something? What the hell? Surely you got like rank 5 that are better to be summoned than Saryuja. What the hell? It's kind of insane. I mean, I guess Saryuja is still a good card, but good lord. Lupus is Earth, so I guess technically speaking, I can Super Poly it with Saryuja. If I want to. Trying to draw into VS from K9. I guess it makes sense, yeah. I can't do anything about Ripper. Ripper can turn into Werewolf after probably negating once, and then they can do Werewolf. Another branded opening. That sucks. If I Shiren, will they take the bait? I wish they take the bait for Shiren, but I'm really not sure if they will do that. You know what? Fuck it. Let's see. Will you take the bait? If they don't, I think I'm just gonna do branded opening. Oh, fuck, they don't. Shit. Take one Despia from... Yeah, branded opening. No. Oh, God, that's really fucking bad. Oh my God, dude. Retaliating C. I guess I'll send branded opening. I can super poly, but this is gonna be very annoying. Well, goodbye, Supreme Sea Mayor. Ugh, I wish they summon Lupus. Wait, I can super poly Shiren with... Well, no, I mean, I still have to get rid of fucking Retaliating Sea first. I mean, I can super poly twice, technically speaking, but... It's not really gonna lead anywhere, I don't think. I have to super poly. This is a bit annoying, but... Oh, right, they can grab Maxi now. Fucking hell. Of course. If I do branded fusion... Can't do much about that. The Maxi of Despair. I forgot it also does that, man. Oh wait, I can't do Lubellion into Mirror Jade because I don't have a card in hand. Fuck. Do I just go straight to Mirror Jade? I think I just go straight to Mirror Jade. Yeah, I think I just go straight to Mirror Jade, unfortunately. Not much that I can do. Your main enemy is timer when you hit main phase 3. I think I'm just gonna click OK with everything. To be fair, I think the only main phase 3 that's gonna happen is just Albion, that's it. Force release. I mean, I can still blast their stuff, but yeah. I can still banish their probably werewolf or something. Hound? What an idiot. No, I think they just want to pop my Mirror Jade, which I think is fine. It's probably better to pop the Mirror Jade at, like, this time. Unless they pop Shiren, which in that case, yeah, they would be stupid. But I think they just want to pop Mirror Jade. So that they don't have to deal with it next turn. A Luber? Really? Why a Luber? Oh, what? You want to go into Nash Knight? Probably? You have 2 Izunas in hand? Yeah, you have 2 Izunas in hand. Good lord. Well, Hat, but yeah. Yeah, Nash Knight. Oh well. Yeah, can't do anything about that. I can set Fallen. And what, like I can pop Shiren? But I wouldn't really be able to do much, I think. Like, I can pop Shiren, get into probably Dragostepelia. What does this do? Can I be destroyed by card if I can... Using faith over seeing control destroy your opponent's sacrifice. What does this do? Umbral Horror. You target one spell and shop and destroy it. With a monster... Oh, I don't think... Because it does. When a monster effect is activated on your opponent's field, negate the activation, then you can send one random card from your opponent's hand to the graveyard. Ah. Sound a cliche. I will pop my own card. Do I have... Oh, I do have an Ecclesia. Wait. Maybe I can do this. I forgot. I did make an Ecclesia. So, I do have the Beat Stick. What cards do they want to be in the graveyard? I think it's just... Oh, fuck. I wanted to shuffle Lupus, but... I wanted to shuffle Lupus, but... guess there's not much I can do. I don't know which other cards are good in the graveyard. I had to skim through. That might not be a good idea because I can probably just search it again. This card is a racist, monster negate, hand loop, and half LP. Racist. Oh, god damn it. Jacks? Oh. Wait, they're not attacking? When the monster is activated in your opponent's field, you can attach one. This says your opponent cannot target with card effect. I mean, I'll bounce the Umbral Horror, I suppose. I probably should have attacked first and then bounce. Oh wait, fuck. Yeah, I'm stupid. Yeah, I should have attacked first and then bounced. Oh, I'm stupid. Now this is vulnerable. Actually, I probably shouldn't have I shouldn't have bounced at all, actually. I should have just let this guy be. Nothing? Okay. Something to use Droplet on, I suppose? If I attack, Lupus would be able to just summon something else. Maybe it's not. Maybe it's better to not attack, because then Lupus would be able to make Jax again, and then that would trigger the damage up. Oof. If your opponent's activated in the hand or graveyard. Maybe not, maybe it's fine. Well, what can you do, really? Set? Oh boy, we're on a brick off. We're on a brick off right now. Throw! Ooh, that's really good. That's really good. Now that means they can probably summon Lupus, but I do have Droplet. No. Oh, fuck. Of course. Of course, of course. Yeah, I should have known. What is this? Is it gonna be another app? No, it's Perulia. Okay. Yeah. This is a long battle. Oh right, my branded opening is on banishment, so I can't protect my fusion with it. VS? Okay. Holly Sue? Shifter? Zhao Long. Ow, ow. Ugh. Play summon one non-psychic vanquish soul from the deck. Jesus, man. I think I'm dead either way, don't I? Ugh. That wasn't kind of insane hand though. You just have the right amount of you just have the right cards to activate the trap. That's so insane. Luber's not gonna have its effect, unfortunately, but... Oh, right, Lupus active. I forgot about Lupus. It's been multiple turns. I forgot about him. Not quite dead, but... basically as good as dead. Rock of the Vanquisher. Yeah, I guess they haven't been able to just grab any of their VS cards. Oh, right! I can grab Quem. But they can Exceed summon into something. What is their set trap? I really don't remember. Fucking hell. That's pretty good. Fusion department. Do they have Earth and Dark, actually? I know they have Fire and Dark. No, I think they only have Fire and Dark, right? I think the other monster is Shifter, I believe. Yeah, they have Fire and Dark, so they can special summon, but they can't... Ooh, what I can also do is I can send Branded Retribution. Oh, this might be better. Fallen in Virtues? Or Branded Fusion? Fallen in Virtues or Branded Fusion? Fuck it, Branded Fusion. Special summon one Vanquish Soul from deck. And then they can exceed into something. I don't know what they can exceed into. Surely they're not gonna have a second Nash Knight, right? Raisin. Destroy all other monsters in this column. Are you gonna grab another Holisu or Earth? No, you're grabbing an Earth so that you can use. No, wait, you already used Holisu. You can't use it again, right? They're gonna return to hand. This face-up card is gonna actively destroy one other card in the field. Ugh. Rather fusion. Do you have Earth, Fire, and Dark? Oh yeah, you do. Okay. So you can pop one. Which I guess depends. I'm not gonna use Lubellion. Instead, I'm gonna keep Fusion Deployment. Wait, I can special summon Mirror Jade again. Right. Totally forgot that that's a thing. I could do the funniest thing. No, let's do Dragos Depelia first. Unaffected by your opponent's activated effect this turn. Destroy all other monsters in this card's column. That is fine. Probably shouldn't. I just realized why did I put it there actually, but whatever. I think I will banish Lupus, actually. Maybe I should have banished Rock of the Vanquisher, actually. I only have 10 seconds left. Fucking hell. Can I do this in 10 seconds? Bro. No! No! Come on, dude. No! Fucking hell. I would have won that. I actually could have won that. Oh, fuck. No! I could have won that. Fucking hell. Dogmatic Calamity can attack each card like once. And all of them are at attack. Like, that would just instantly kill them. Fuck! Ah, man. Man! Man! I really need to play faster. But I really tried to play fast already. Like, good lord. I really need to get used to this deck more and make, like, faster decision on the fly. Good lord, man. I mean, this is a new deck. But man, it is a cool deck, I gotta admit, it is a cool deck. But good lord, this takes so much of my brain cells. I'm gonna have to take, like, a 10-hour sleep after this. That uses up, like, every single one of my brain cells. It's all fried now. I don't think I can do another duel. That was a good duel, though. That was a good duel. It's just that, like, it's just frying my brain. It's definitely fun. I do like playing this, but I really don't think I can play this for too long. Good lord. I have no idea if New Fusion deployment has an animation. Yeah, it's pretty sick. It's pretty cool. Call you would lose the time. I guess that's how it is for people who just like learned a deck that is like so like what's the word, like non-linear, because there was so much shit that I just have to make up on the fly there. But I could have won. Fuck. It is really funny though. Because I didn't get to summon it. I didn't get to summon the monster. I wonder if the opponent's thinking is like, what the fuck? They shuffled like 8 cards from their graveyard? What the hell are they summoning? and then I just lose. It's very tiring to play, yeah. You're truly a plant player at heart, even now you're still scrambling for time. I'm telling you, man. Also, something that is, speaking of plants, something that also comes up every once in a while whenever I play this deck in solo mode is very similar to plant. Another problem that I have is that I do not have enough space. Sometimes I just have, like, especially with Rhinoheart and Kashtira on the field, it's really hard to remove Rhinoheart and Kashtira on the field because they almost exclusively only, not even almost, they exclusively fuse only with tier cards. So if I have branded cards on the field, the branded cards can't use Rhinoheart and tier cards for fusing. I think the only thing that can get rid of them is, I think, the Dogma? Dragon that Devours the Dogma? Because I think Dragon that Devours the Dogma requires 1 effect card, I believe, right? Yeah. Dragon that Devours the Dogma requires 1 effect monster. So I can remove Rhinoheart or Kashtira on the field if I were to do that. But otherwise, if I have Rhinoheart and Kashtira on the field and they weren't fused for a tier card, then they're just gonna be there. Like, I can't synchro them, I can't fuse them with anything else because all of them requires like usually light or dark. So everything else is like light or dark, light or dark, light or dark, or like a extra deck monster or whatever. The only thing that can remove is Dragon Devours Dogma. Call to use this time gets my own experience. Yeah. But even, I don't know, like, I really tried to play as quickly as possible there. Like, I don't think I took too long for a lot of things. I really just had too much things to do. That was good, though. That was a good showcase on what the deck can do, I suppose. It was pretty funny that, like, we're clearly bricked on each side, and then we just had to wait for either of us to get our starters. I get my starter, but then they ashed it, and then they get their starters, and then I get my own starter as well. What was it that got me? Oh, right, yeah, Dragon that Devours the Dogma, because it was sent to the graveyard, and then it allows me to grab Quem. Oh, man, this is a sick deck, but there's so much things that I don't fully remember on, like, there's so much things that I just can't remember by heart on, like, which one do, or like which one wants to go to the graveyard and stuff. Oh man. Actually, do I need more copies of Cartesia and Quem? I feel like I'm pretty happy with 1. Maybe I want 2 Quem so that if one gets in the graveyard, I can still search it with search it from my deck using like branded opening or some shit. But I'm pretty happy with 1 Cartesia so far. Because if it's in the graveyard, Quem can revive it. The only way this like completely gets removed is if this is on banishment or whatever. But I feel like I'm fine with 1 Cartesia, maybe 2 Quems for safety, but I don't know about that either. I guess like, oh right, I do have this deck. This is called Tier Ideal Maybes. I'm pretty sure I did this like a long time ago before I even really like played, before I really tested that much. But these are like some of the cards that I thought might be might be what I want. So it's like I have 2 Walbass here, I have 3 5 manas, and some Dracotail spells that I thought would be neat if I tried to put them in. You can tell this is a little bit old because this doesn't have Mirror Jade and instead have Despian Proskenion. I think people normally play 1 to 2 copies each, right? Yeah, I do notice that, like, I don't think I mind only 1 copies each so far. It's like, it's not a card that I'm like, oh man, I wish I have more of these. Like, there are a couple of cards that are like that, like Walbass. It's like, yeah, I wish I have more than 1 Walbass. I wish I have more than 1 Fallen Virtus. But so far, I am pretty happy with 1 Quem, 1 Cartesia. Maybe 2 Quems, but I think that's about as far as it goes. No, wait, I do have Mirror Jade. Right, I do have Mirror Jade. What was supposed to be here? Oh, it's a Predaplant. Dragostapelia. Dragostapelia is supposed to be here. Dragostapelia has been nice. Dragostapelia has been nice. I do like Dragostapelia. I still don't know. Honestly, the main reason why I want 5 mana is that I thought it would be funny if I make like the deck like a fully going second deck. And then I just play like turn 0 every time I have 5 mana. But I don't know how good 5 mana alone would be without any other Dracotail names. The only other Dracotail names are the spells, which even then I'm not really sure. I don't know how Dracotail works, so I mean, Rahu Dracotail is an SR, but can't switch some of the extra deck using fusion monsters. Using monster from your hand, deck, or field. Artalion is basically purely only made to like retrieve cards from hand, essentially, right? Target monsters on the field. Material, return them from hand. And Rahu Dracotail from hand, deck, or field. So Rahu Dracotail would be able to just dump 5 mana and use as much cards in my hand as possible. I wonder if it's worth testing Rahu Dracotail and just Artalion, and then... But only 1 copy of Rahu... I don't know. Yeah, I'll just leave it at that. Why are there suddenly Battle Cats questions? Like, I'm pretty sure there hasn't been like any Battle Cats stuff for the entire stream, and then suddenly I see a bunch of Battle Cats questions. Dude, this is not a Battle Cats stream. But also, I have a whole video on Luno if you want to know my opinion on Luno. There is already a whole video on that. You don't need to ask me again. I'm not gonna recite you the entire script of the Luno video. Hi, Fumiko. I saw it. Then you know what I think about it. Why are you asking me again? I'm not sure if there's really much improvements for the deck that I want. Well, at least ones that doesn't require a UR. I do have a Dracotail name, I think. Dracotail. I do have a Dracotail name, Gulamel. But Gulamel, I think only works if it's purely Dracotail. I can also... Set 1 Dracotail spell or chop from your deck. I can also put Lucias, I suppose. Add 1 Dracotail monster from your deck to your hand, and if one control the monster, you can choose 1 Dragon Spellcaster from your extra deck using monster from your hand or field. Right. What is the Dracotail combo, actually? Is it... If I go second, what, like Ketu Dracotail grab... Actually, a lot of these are almost every of the Draco Tail grabs a spell if used for a fusion material, right? So I guess Ketu Draco Tail would just be able to grab literally anything, and then that would set Rahu Draco Tail. Why is Lucius limited actually? Is it just because it's a starter and that's it? I guess it is. I think your current deck is fine, just need more practice with it. I guess so. Really the only, like, I guess the only things that I might need is like more consistency, just like, or like one more Wild Bass, one more Fallen and Virtuous. I wish I could remove fusion deployment, but it is so nice to just have access to Rhinoheart, especially without the normal summon, because Rhinoheart is so hard to summon without being a normal summon, and a lot of the other tier, the only other tier names are like the spells and traps, which I feel like is only gonna be good if it's a pure tier deck. I don't know. I don't remember the Draco Tail line, but everything is for Artalion. But I mean, Artalion is only for grabbing stuff from the graveyard, essentially, right? Like, you fuse Artalion and then you bring back whatever cards you had. I guess you just fuse as much cards as possible, and then a lot of pretty much all of the Draco Tail names would like set the traps, right? Like, maybe one will set Ketu and the others will set the trap, and then Artalion would grab all of the Draco Tail names back to the hand. Preferably one with 5 mana, so that 5 mana can do it again on the opponent's turn. But during the main phase, you can discard this card, features only one dragon fusion. Dragon or spellcast a monster from your extra deck gives you a monster from your hand or field. Why is Rahu Draco Tail limited but not Ketu? Because Ketu also adds. Rahu only fuse. Like, yeah, Rahu fuse from deck, but Ketu adds first and then fuse, which is essentially the same thing. And even then, like, Ketu would be better because it would count for the monster in hand for Artalion, right? Is Rahu just hit so that, like, it's not hit as hard, but it's just a consistency thing? I guess that's probably what it is. And I guess Lucius is also kind of similar, where it's like, it's not exactly the most strongest thing ever, it's just for consistency. Maybe I don't need 5 mana. Well, I mean, 5 mana would be funny though, but... I just remember that you want to get Artalion on board, ideally too, and that 5 mana is pretty important. I mean, most of the Draco Tail monsters don't really have that much interactions, right? Like, it's just Gulamel that can pop. Pretty much every other stuff from Draco Tail are the traps, from what I remember. It's like the monsters, like Artalion just kind of sits there. Like, he doesn't actually do anything. He's just sitting there to be big. And to, like, grab stuff when fusion summon, but otherwise I'm pretty sure almost every other interaction from Draco Tail is just the traps. Oh wait, this is not the right deck to do that on. Remove these. But yeah, I am pretty happy with the deck so far. I do wonder what other players do for branded tier, because I know that's a thing that is not exactly new. Let me just play. To be fair, I don't think I've played against pure Dracotail. I mean, I think I have, like... come to think of it, I don't think I fought branded Dracotail. Like, I actually don't think I have fought branded Dracotail. I think I've only fought, like, pure Dracotail. I have fought a couple of pure Dracotail. I don't think I fought branded Dracotail, come to think of it, yeah. That's weird. Why do you only have 10 viewers? Because this is not Battle Cats. If it's Battle Cats, this will have like 100. That's an imperm because it's put on the rightmost column. A second Aluber, brother. I can... Well, like, branded opening summon Quem. Fucking Maxi. Of course. Even the bot always have Maxi. That's insane. Yeah, I guess I'll summon Quem. This is gonna get impermed. 100%. Yeah, I fucking knew it. Which Aluber do you think is hotter? I honestly haven't really seen like the original Aluber art that much. Mainly because this is not like, this doesn't have an animation, meanwhile the alt art does. I can't even like fully tell what's going on here. Is that like his red hair and he has like a mask? It's a bit hard to see, to be honest. Kind of reminds me of Flayon. I don't know. I don't know. I think they're both fine. It's easier to see this guy's face, and the other... I don't know, this mask doesn't really look that good. This mask looks kind of whack. Like too much metal, I feel like. Okay, how much bet this is gonna get ashed? Wow, it's gonna get ashed. I fucking knew it. It's not ash, but it's essentially the same thing. I guess I can super poly them away, but I do like Foolish and Fusion deployment, so maybe not. Also, I'm locked to Fusion because of branded opening, so I can't even do the synchro. This is gonna get ashed. Okay, it's not. But then I summon Rhino Heart, and then they're gonna draw Ash. No fucking way, dude! A second Veiler? Good fucking lord, man. Great, awesome. Foolish, this is gonna get ashed. No, okay. But then I do Halfness. Summon Kit Colossus, and then they're gonna draw Ash. Ash me. No, okay. What do I want, actually? Actually, what the fuck do I want? I don't think I'll be able to do much this turn, so maybe I should just save up for the next turn. I can grab Rhino Heart just in case so that I can normal summon it next turn, or I can grab Halfness and I think I'm just gonna grab Halfness actually. And then I'll just set Super Poly for next turn. Oh well. Main phase 2, set super poly. Yeah, I think I'm just gonna end here. Not much that I can do. The bot literally has nothing but hand traps. The thing about the bot, right? It's like, yeah, their cards are like so much hand traps, but they also have like one card starter because this is Fiendsmith. If they literally just have like any... Speaking of light fiends, if they literally just have any light fiends, then yeah, they can just summon. And I can't activate Quem because Quem doesn't have anything in the graveyard. I can super poly now, or no. Or I can super poly here. Or I can wait for them to activate their fuse, then summon half. No, but then I wouldn't be able to super poly. What can I even super poly this with? Oh, I guess I can super poly with Kit Koloss summoning Dragostapelia? Yeah, I think I'm just gonna do that. Wait, what? Oh, it's a dark monster. Fuck, I forgot. I guess I can cut Despian Quertus? Fuck, I forgot that Dragostapelia is specifically dark. I mean, it's as good as any. End phase, yeah, they got nothing else. If I have a level 4 card, then I can make Ecclesia. That is not a level 4 card. I guess I can dump Kit Koloss, summon Halfness. But that's gonna be a mill fiesta. I guess it might as well. Oh, maybe I should have attacked first. I should have attacked first and then... Oh, but if I mill a tier card though. And I remember the time you played against this bot and you would just not go into Fiendsmith. It's a bit weird, I think, from what from playing against this bot. I think I realized that they don't go into Fiendsmith unless it's not the first turn. If it's the first turn, they never go into Fiendsmith. They usually would like synchro into the Fabled stuff. They would either synchro into Fabled or they would sometimes, occasionally, make Baron de Fleur. They sometimes can just summon Baron de Fleur and pass. Otherwise, they only make Fiendsmith if it's turn 2 or higher. If you go first and then it's their turn, they will make Fiendsmith. But if it's the first turn, they just never make Fiendsmith. It's pretty interesting. That is not a great mill. But, oh well, what can you do? Attack. Attack. Wait, this kills. I just realized this kills. I'll give you one more turn. Oh, right, I can grab Branded High Spirit. Then I can dump that for Branded Opening next turn. Fabled Realm Survival. Fabled Flurry! Uh-oh. That's not great. If I do Branded Opening, I can summon a Luber. No, wait, I can't summon a Luber. Wait, what? Wait, what can I summon with Branded Opening? I only have 2 Alubers. And Quem is here. Oh, fucking... Despia... The stupid level 1 Despia. Do I want that? I think I'll wait. I think I'm good. Oh, right. I think they only have one copy of Fiendsmith Sequence, so they can't get into it. I think they're waiting for... They want to get to the link tree. That is also pretty funny. Droplet. I mean, sure. How about I just send this anyway? Yeah, Despian Tragedy, yeah. Actually, is there a branded spell here that I want to grab with... No, there's really nothing here. Well, I guess I'm just gonna beat you up. I was thinking it's like I can droplet Tragedy, and then Tragedy would be able to grab a branded card. But there's no branded card here that I can really use. I'm just gonna kill you. Bye. Alright, I think that's about enough dueling for today. I still have homework to do with this one. Not really, I feel like this deck is already fine. Like, this deck is already pretty good. It's just some slight consistencies stuff with like Fallen and Virtuous and, I don't know, more Rhinoheart or some shit. But even then, I'm pretty happy with 2 Rhinoheart and 2 Seamare so far. Especially if I have Fusion Deployment in hand. Like, I can use 1 Seamare and 1 Fusion Deployment. And I think 2 and 2 is like just right. The only thing that I don't like so far is just the locks. I just don't like the locks where I often would not really be able to go into Ecclesia and the Dark Dragon. And I guess the only other thing would be like, this deck have a weird... What's the word? Like, it kind of want to go first, but the cards wants to go second. Super Poly and Droplet only mainly... Well, I mean, Super Poly works. Super Poly and Droplet works for both going first and second, but they both are so good at dodging stuff that I think it's much better at going second. And of course, the Charmies. I'm thinking of maybe putting more Perulias, because Perulia can fuse with tier cards. But well, it's also just like really fucking good. I don't know. I think I'm good with this for now. I'm just gonna end stream after this. It is already 2 AM. I slept way too early earlier, so I already had like 3 hours of sleep. You know what? I do want to do one more solo mode. I want to play a little bit more. Let me play against the... Which one? This one. Let me play against the Mermail bot. Because the Mermail bot, the deck is even more evil. The Mermail bot have like 2 Cult Buys and 2 Maxis, which is pretty fucked up. So they do go into Maxi and Cult Buy a lot more. And even then, like, when I was testing against the bot, like, I got Cult Buy a fuck ton amount of time. Perulia. Perulia? That's a pretty decent hand. Perulia and Halfness. Fusion Deployment, Branded Opening, Fallen and Virtuous. That's pretty good. Another Branded Opening. I think that's fine. This card sent to activate a special summon 1 level 4 your deck. I guess it's about as good time as any. 2 Branded Opening is probably fine, because I can use 1 as a discard fodder. Ecclesia. Ecclesia, Cartesia, Walbass. That's not too bad to put in the graveyard, I suppose. Side draw. Wow. Foolish, that's really good. Oh, you're turning Halfness to hand. Actually, that's good. Because then I can discard Halfness using Branded Opening, and then I can fuse with Perulia. Unless your card is Maxi, which there's a good chance that it will be. Fua? Sure, I'll Fua. No, I feel like if it's Maxi, they would have shotgun it when I activate Halfness, actually. So maybe not. I don't think they have Maxi. That's a that's a pretty nasty hand. Fusion deployment again. I will activate. I think I'm gonna win either way, unless they, for some reason, kept their Maxi, which I kind of highly doubt. I'm gonna summon Looper first. Also, I don't know why they didn't make Abyss Gaios. I'm pretty sure they absolutely can. I can dodge this with Fallen Virtues, but I think I'm fine. Wap wap. And Breaded Opening. Let's discard Halfness. Summon Quem. Oh right, Cartesia's already on the graveyard, so Quem doesn't even need to dump Cartesia anymore. Then I'm just gonna dump the trap card. Yeah. And this confuse into Kit Colossus. Actually, let me try to make Dogmatic Calamity again. Because I fucking love that card. That's such a fucking funny card. I can summon Cartesia. Kit Colossus. Let's mill a lot. Let's grab Kashtira then. This is Cartesia. Kit Colossus, send this. And summon Kashtira. Smells 1. Smells 2. That's good. My deck. That did not trigger them. Okay. I will do Cartesia. Summon this and this. Granguinol. Granguinol, grab. Actually, I don't know what I want to send. I'm just gonna send Albion. Do I still have Rhinoheart? I do. Okay. Rhinoheart. Wow. God, that animation's so sick. Rhinoheart activate. We'll dump Chiron, and now we're gonna make Dogmatic Calamity. I think I have enough, right? Yes, I do. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and last one is Albas. God, this is such a fucking funny fusion, though. Dogmatic Calamity! And yeah, I'm pretty sure that's enough. I mean, I can do a little bit more, but this is enough. I'm just gonna attack 1, send Karura, draw 1 for no reason. Wham. Attack 2. I'll send send Ecclesia and Dark Dragon so that I can I can shuffle them back. Oh, right. That's fine. I will attack again. I will send Dragon Divorce Dogma. Wham. And then I will attack with... Fuck, I really have to think about like all of the cards that I'm sending here. Wham. And then this can attack this. Finally, one more for the road. I'll send Rule Colossus. Goodbye. This is what would have happened earlier on the K9 VS fucking deck, but oh well. Oh well. I wish I can do that in a real match at some point. Do you know if it's coming back again for the 13th anniversary? What, the slot machine? How you can just Google that up. You could just ask Discord server. I don't know the I don't fucking know the scheduling of all that shit. Who do you, I'm not the Battlecats wiki dude. Just go ask someone else. I'm sorry. Where do you go here for that? I'm not even streaming Battlecats, dude. I do. I wonder if dogmatic calamity is actually a good thing here or not. It's like it's a funny pick, but you see that like on the K9 VS duel, it's like that would have won me the game. To be fair, if I fuse for a lot of other, there's probably like a lot of other good cards that I can fuse into that would still just win me the game, but like it can like really turn things around, I feel like. I don't know. Lol peak answer? No, what are you talking about? I literally don't know. Like, I'm telling you, I don't know. Go ask Discord. I don't know shit. Stop asking me about Battlecat shit on a non-Battlecat stream. And even a lot of the times, like, I don't, like, I'm not your Google, dude. Don't come into the chat just to annoy me. Get the fuck out. Anyways, I'm just gonna end stream here. It is... What time is it? 2:30 a.m. I fell asleep like 3 hours earlier. I'm... Actually, do I even want to go to sleep? I might actually play a little bit more Yu-Gi-Oh! Off stream. But I just don't feel like streaming anymore. Especially after the Battlecats player has come in here. But yeah, anyways, I'm just gonna end stream here. Thank you all for coming to the stream. I probably will try a little bit more of the deck online, but God, that deck really does take up so much of my brain power. If I'm just like playing Yu-Gi-Oh! For fun, I might just switch back to the white tier deck, because that deck requires so much fucking brain power. It's like the white tier deck is like 2 turns max. If I don't win on turn 2, I die. It's as simple as that. But yeah, I'm just gonna end stream here. Thank you for coming to the stream. Bye bye. See ya. Bye. Late? Yeah, you're very late, but it's nice to see you, Seba. But bye.